What happens when two multi-generational creators meet in a jazz club? Benny Carter occupies a unique place in jazz history as an alto-saxophonist and trumpeter, composer, arranger, and band leader whose accomplishments spanned 8 decades from the 1920s to the 1990s. Mel Martin is one of the most versatile and inventive musicians to emerge from the San Francisco Bay Area. In addition to extensive recording and performing credits, Mel has received 5 NEA grants to preserve the music of Dizzy Gillespie, Thelonious Monk, and Benny Carter. In honor of Benny Carter's centennial celebration in 2007, Jazz Media has released Just Friends, a 1994 recording of live performances by Benny and Mel Martin. Mel was a champion of Benny Carter's music while Benny was alive and has worked tirelessly to preserve his legacy since Benny's death in 2003 at the age of 95.
One of the lessons to us musicians that Mr. Carter puts down very clearly for anybody in sight is that you work on your music, you don't form a lot of opinions about your place in history or whatever.
The strange thing about it is I must admit, I never had a goal. I just wanted to play. And if I could make a living at it, I was happy. And I was very fortunate, you know, people have been very good to me.
Everybody knew Benny Carter. I mean, he was top-level musician. Sort of in the category of Coleman Hawkins. They all called him Mr. Carter. Even the other musicians, Flip Phillips, the saxophone player, you know, when they were on Jazz at the Philharmonic, said, "Oh, Mr. Carter." I mean, he just had that kind of presence about him. And there's a lot of guys that learned a lot from Benny, you know, and adopted his achievements.
It's been more than just an engagement. It's been a real in-depth exploration, you might say, of Benny's music, and I think we've all learned from it quite a bit.
In addition to Benny and Mel, Just Friends features a splendidly supportive rhythm section. The accomplished and much respected Roger Calloway was Benny's pianist of first call whenever possible.
The School of Carter. Working with Benny, that is the tradition. Just in his style, there's so much that's the history of jazz that we get to experience that too.
Drummer Harold Jones, a veteran of the Basie Band, played with Benny often, including Japanese tours in '77 and '79.
I love Benny, and sometimes I find it difficult to play with him because it is sounding so good. I catch myself sitting there actually listening to it before I realize, wait a minute, I'm part of this picture.
Enjoying this week a whole lot.
Bassist Jeff Chambers, a frequent collaborator of Mel's, is perhaps the best bassist in the Bay Area, and his credits include engagements with such artists as Dizzy Gillespie, Milt Jackson, and Pharoah Sanders.
I played his music, some of his music before with Mel and with a few other groups, but this is the first time I've had a chance to work with him, and I look forward to the next time.
Mel and I are collaborators. I must say this is really Mel's project, and I'm a guest on it. And he's done this whole thing. He's a great director.
Just Friends includes standards Perdido, Secret Love, and the title track, Just Friends, as well as a Mel Martin original, Sprightly, and 2 classic Benny Carter compositions, People Time and Elegy in Blue.
dust settles around in this bandstand and all. If you notice, everything looks slick. Yeah, so it's just a pleasure that everybody is so different, and it's just everything sounds fresh.
Nearly a decade has passed since Benny Carter played his last note, but thanks to Mel Martin, we can once again hear Benny in ideal company and in fine sound. Just Friends is a sterling tribute to their final collaboration, truly memorable music created by two jazz